want you to think of your closest friend. Picture him right now. I'm sure you have him in your head. Maybe you have a couple friends around you that you're super close with. Picture them and imagine what their future is going to be like in, say, 5 years or 20 years. Picture where they're heading. Picture their family. Picture their job. Picture where they are in life. And ask yourself if that is where you want to be. Is that where you want to be? Where are their habits right now leading them to? Are they drinking? Doing drugs? Do they go to the gym? Do they work towards anything of success or anything towards their goals that they have in life? Do they have any goals in life? I want you to ponder these questions because your friends that you hang around, whether you like it or not, whether you realize it or not, you start to become like them. They start to rub off on you. You start to become more like them if you hang around them enough. And honestly, that's what you need. You need some close friends that you hang around enough. You need friends that are headed towards similar things that you want to head towards. If you want to head towards success, if you want to head towards God and a life of fulfillment, you need to find friends that are trying to strive towards God and do those things as well. Or else you're just going to have friction with your friends, and friends being like, no, come on, you got to come party. You got to come do this, and keep just pulling you back down and pulling you back down. I've seen time and time again people that are great kids. There's some of my friends like this I'm thinking about right now that are great kids, but they're in the wrong environment, and they're not strong enough to step out of that or say no to that environment. And so it drags them down. It pulls them away from God, and it pulls them away from who they could be. I have this friend, we're gonna call him James. It's not his real name, but we're gonna call him James. I worked out with him a lot. He probably knows who he is if he's watching this video. I worked out with him a lot. Me and him went to the gym all the time. When I was going through a struggle, he was there, bro. And we really had some really deep talks at the gym. We really together, both, I didn't even really know God at this time as well, but we both were trying to be more Christ-like. We were both trying to follow God together. And we had a great relationship. And now I'm graduated, and now he's still in school. And over the time I've been gone, he plays hockey too. And some of these boys that he was with on this sports team, on this hockey team, I've already said the word, so it's too late, you guys know. They do Zins and they do drugs and stuff, and they got him into doing Zins. And now he's hooked on these Zins, and he's stuck in this environment that has pulled him down into something that he's not. I seen who he was, I seen who he could be, but now I see the other direction that he's going in because of the people around him. And I asked him, I was like, dude, you see these people, they're losers. You don't want to be anything like them. So why do you do this? And he's just like, I don't know, dude. And he's like, you're right. I don't know. And that's the thing. Whether you like it or not, you will become like those people around you. You will. So you need to surround yourself with the right people. And I'm praying for this kid I'm talking about. I hope that he can get away from that environment, especially after high school. But that has definitely been a big thing that's been holding him back from God, holding him back from sports, because I know he did not have a great senior season that he could have had because of the things that he was doing, because of the people around him that influenced him to do those things. And that's not blaming those people. You got to take the accountability, you got to take it onto yourself because it's your fault. You have to choose to surround yourself with better people and to be better than that. To know that you're better than that, to know that you're more than that. And that's not about being cocky. You can hang around people in a sort of withdrawn kind of way where you can tell them, hey, I don't support this, but I still love you and I want you to do better. What did Jesus do? He hung around prostitutes, he hung around sinners. There was no one like Jesus. Jesus was God, bro. There was no one else perfect for Jesus to hang around. But yet Jesus hung around and loved on people to motivate them to go into the right direction. And he got them in a better direction. I mean, look at the world today. Look at me, bro. He has saved me. Yet Jesus didn't let those things mess with him. He didn't let those things control and influence him. There's a measure of letting people get close enough to bring those bad things out in you. There's a level of choosing who's around you so you can become the best version that you need to be. I have another friend. We'll call him Evan. And I see whenever it's me and him talking, we're talking about being with God, we're talking about being better, we're talking about great things in our future. And I love that, bro. I wish we were closer together. He's off in college right now, and I've moved away too, so we're not as close together, but we still try and stay in touch. But I wish we could have that relationship to be closer together and work towards things together, because I really feel like we could be the biggest duo and really just achieve great things. But I went and visited him not that long ago, and I see certain people get around him, and it's like he gets into this other mood where he starts talking about more secular things. He starts joking about things that I normally wouldn't joke around, and definitely not joke around him about. And it's like certain people will bring out certain things in you. So you have to be able to choose the people around you that bring the good out in you instead of the bad. Like with James, I was talking about before. He was hanging around people that brought the bad out in him, that brought the drinking out in him, that brought doing sins out in him. But then when I was around him, and I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm definitely not. But when I was around him, we were working out. We were trying to be better with God. We were doing these things that we needed to do. Find those people that bring the good out in you, that don't bring out the drinking, that don't bring out the lustful things, but the people that bring you closer to God. Those are the people you need to get closer with. Those are the people that you need to spend more time with. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Those who are friends with the wise will become wise, but those who are friends with fools will suffer." And I just looked up this verse because I knew that was a verse that I read in Proverbs before, but I just had to remember which one it was. People around you matter, bro. They can determine your future and your life. And that doesn't mean don't be friendly to people, like I was saying. Go out there, love on people, but know the boundaries. Don't let people get close enough to you, and don't let yourself be surrounded with people, especially day after day, that are talking about nasty things, that are talking about lust, that are joking about sleeping around, that are talking about drinking, that are doing drinking, that are doing all these things that are influencing you and making you think that way. Because whether you like it or not, like I said, you will become like them. So you have to be mindful of this, bro. And I want to challenge you right now. If you imagine your friend in years and in his future, and you've seen him in a failed marriage, if you've seen him coming out of college and being sad and lonely, if you've seen him working a dead-end job, then maybe pull yourself away from him a little bit. Maybe find a friend that you see is focused on Christ and is going to do great things, and pull yourself closer to him. And that doesn't mean don't still love on this dude. Love on him and try and help him. But focus on following and being closer and bouncing more ideas off what you should do with your life with this other friend who's working towards greater things. That's the thing you got to do. And if you don't have any friends like this guy over here who's doing greater things, then you need to find those. And that's what I want to challenge you to do today. And if there's anybody who doesn't have a friend like that, put it in the comments. And maybe I can be that friend for you, bro. Put it in the comments, and let's find a group of people that we can get around, that we can surround ourselves with, that are like Christ and that can motivate us to be better for a better future. I hope this helped you guys. I hope you can pick the right friends and realize that your environment is the very thing that could be killing you. Stay focused.